Wow.
Oh, so you gonna just keep this tape?
Yeah, I mean, that's not going to be in the video, that part that I just did.
Yeah, because
There's a lot of stuff that happens behind the scenes that y'all don't know about that doesn't get caught on camera. Because otherwise our reputations would be at stake if you saw that kind of stuff.
Not if you don't.
They're not going to see it. They're not going to see it. Again, hit that play button today, guys. We appreciate you as always. This is Social Junkie Podcast, episode 146. I go by the name of P. That's Brandon over here. To my right side. Damn, we kind of close. Why the fuck we so close? Alright, no, you good.
It's because you moved over.
Yeah, I did. Fuck, I'm sure. Let me get over here. Oh, you look so short. Now, sir, when you guys watch the video, if you can tell what the weather is outside, kind of confusing when you look at the video, right? Sorry. This is the type of shit that this nigga does. It's like, hold on. It's 81 degrees outside. Y'all see it on my fucking thing? Hold on. Let me click on it. It's 80 degrees. Can you see it on the video? Oh, you got a hoodie on it too. Bitch. Nigga, what you been working out?
Fuck out of here.
Again, I go by David P. We appreciate y'all watching. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button down below. Thank y'all. YouTube videos drop every single week, a couple days after our audio episodes. And our audio episodes drop on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and SoundCloud once every single week, guys. If you have any Q&A questions you want to send for our Q&A segment, send that over to socialjunkiepod@gmail.com. socialjunkiepod@gmail.com. Thank you to all the listeners worldwide. We appreciate every single person that has hit the play button on this podcast. 146 episodes in. We appreciate y'all, man. We don't really got much for the intro, so I guess we'll get right into it. This shouldn't be too long of an episode today. Brandon's gone first in what's trending the last couple weeks, so I will start us in what's trending to start the episode. We got niggas flying bitches out. Got a video of that. So this is just I'll separate it from what's trending, but yeah, some dude flew some girl out and there was an altercation. So we'll play that and we'll discuss our opinions on that. Then we got a couple things for music, a couple things for sports, and then we will end this episode. Sorry guys, excuse me. There we go. Feel better now. A couple things for sports, Q&A segment to close out, and that will be episode 146, guys. Again, we appreciate y'all, man. What year did this album come out? Trap Music, T.I. Came out in 2000. Point you. You got a guess?
2006?
No. A little later. No, a little earlier than that. 03.
Damn.
T.I.'s second album, Trap Music, guys. Remember we had a conversation a long time ago if he started trap music? I think it was like early podcast episodes. If he started trap music, there was a debate if he was one of the trap music pioneers. I mean, I
think he was.
I think he is. I don't think he started the term trap music, but anyways, what episode was that we talked about that? Go ahead, tell them so they're gonna go back and watch that.
Right, though. I use my life link.
I'm gonna start us in what's trending, guys. Excuse me, I got a lot of shit going on in my throat. But I'm gonna start us in what's trending this week, guys. The first thing I have, there's a message from, I think this guy's a scientist. I saw this on Twitter.
What's
yeah,
his name?
NASA scientist. He wants people.
Bill Nye?
No, it's not Bill Nye, but it's another gentleman. I don't know his name, but I'm going to play his message. This is to the people of Earth, his message that he wants people to know.
Was arrested for locking him. This NASA scientist was arrested for locking himself to a Chase bank.
And we've been trying to warn you guys for so many decades that we're heading towards a f***ing catastrophe. And we've been being ignored. The scientists of the world have been being ignored. And it's gotta stop. We're gonna lose everything.
By 20 minutes from now, they will start to commence around.
Standing up for the planet is far, far too important to tell you now.
Peter Kalmus works exclusively on climate science with a team at NASA. He joined a coalition of more than 1,000 scientists called the Scientists' Rebellion, who organized dozens of actions worldwide.
I've been trying other ways to get through to the public for 16 years and none of them worked. I think it's worth the risk to our careers to try to wake up the public to what's happening on our planet. We're not lying, we're not exaggerating. This is so bad, everyone, that we're willing to take this risk. I was very kind of emotional and I was thinking about my sons and about the future of life on Earth.
Scientists' Rebellion targeted Chase Bank in some of its protests because it's invested more money into fossil fuels than any other bank.
That was his message, guys. He's crying. He fucking put himself with he fucking tied his arms or some shit on the door. You have Chase Bank, don't you? You're investing in banks that fucking put money into fossil fuel, whatever the fuck they said. Don't you have a Chase account? I don't, guys. I used to, but I don't anymore. And that was strictly for business, just to let you guys know.
What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
You got Chase Bank, right? So you're a supporter. So this guy's talking to you, nigga. And any of you guys out there listening to have Chase Bank. But no, in all seriousness, though, that was his message. So the climate change, nobody's paying attention to what they're trying to tell everybody about climate change. There's probably a lot of shit that a lot of these scientists know that they've been telling higher ups that the higher ups aren't going to tell us because a fucking panic would go around the entire country and a whole bunch of bullshit would go down. So niggas.
Pretty sure if you guys want to know more, just research it. I mean, you can already tell that. If you don't know, politics plays a big role into, prevention of alternate energy sources coming to the U.S., particularly the U.S., because other countries have already adopted it. So, fossil fuels and people investing into those kind of companies, and they don't want them to go under because those kind of companies built the continent and what we're standing on right now.
Yeah,
that stuff built the U.S. All these that's like granddaddy money. That's old money.
Like I said, granddaddy money.
That's old money.
That's facts, though. Yeah, you're right.
We're not gonna talk about that, but look it up.
Well, you don't want to get whacked.
Yeah, you're right. You don't.
What was the guy's name? I don't have the guy's name, but this was a TikTok that somebody posted on Twitter, and they said the world is ending, y'all, and nobody's listening. So, we kind of already knew that, though.
Don't discredit him, though. Yeah, it's definitely. My girl was just talking the other day. She's saying, just as reference, if you don't even believe in global warming and stuff like that, see how weather is shifting, and Georgia in general has gotten hotter. We've had consistent 90 days, can't even go outside like that because it's just too fucking hot. A couple years ago, it wasn't really like that. During the summer, it'll have like days where you just majority of days it'll be straight, it'll be bearable. But nowadays it's like straight 90s weather.
It's always been like that, but
nah, bro.
It's been like that for a minute. You've been here too long for that. How long you been here from New York? It's been hot.
No.
We've been trying to tell you guys. Let's fuck that shit, dude. That nigga was serious.
All right, okay. That's fucked up.
Anyways, guys, I'm joking. The U.S. has declared monkeypox a national health emergency. We're moving on to the next topic here, if you haven't noticed. It's a national health emergency, guys. The declaration allows the federal government to amp up its response to the virus without the usual regulatory barriers. I just want y'all to know, if y'all remember, when we had our first article on coronavirus, we talked about it like it was nothing. So I'm going to try to not talk about this like it's nothing, because we talked about that shit like it was nothing when it first came out. And then that shit blew up into a whole pandemic. So I want to talk about this like seriously. Because even we had, y'all know what? I forgot about, man, this nigga birthday just passed, y'all. Happy birthday, man. We got to tell y'all that, man. Happy birthday. We ain't going to tell y'all how old he is, but his birthday just passed. I forgot about that shit. We went out last night for this man's birthday, and everybody was all scared. Bro, we need hair sanitizer, bro. Like, bro, we gotta wear masks, bro. Like, bro, come on, bro. I don't want to catch monkeypox, bro.
Literally no one talked like that.
Jonathan did. Jonathan was being a little bitch. Like, nigga, shut up. Nobody's gonna catch this shit. I feel like the more you keep talking about it, it's like, that's when the shit will happen.
Shout out Jonathan, man.
Shout out Jonathan. But
it's like, crazy how that dude turned. He has grown.
What do you mean by that? Elaborate.
He's
matured? Is that what?
I guess he is matured. Yeah.
Yeah, but we were out last night and we were just talking about that and shit because we was bowling and shit. You know, you put your fingers in the, put the finger in the bowling ball. We got hand sanitizer on deck and shit like that. But
can you like go 5 minutes while being a freak?
What? You put your fucking fingers in there in the bowling ball.
A freak, bro.
But I want y'all to just take this seriously because, like I said, we did it when coronavirus first happened. And you know what? The difference with coronavirus and this shit, there's pictures of how people are looking with this monkeypox shit. And I'm pretty sure.
I didn't see it yet.
Oh, I haven't seen it. You don't want to see that shit. If y'all want to see it, look that shit up. I think it was a girl here in Atlanta, too. She was posting, like, how that shit got worse. Like, it didn't start off too bad. Like, it was on her face, and that shit got, like, bad on her face, bro. Like, it's, like, huge, like, bubbles and blisters on her face. Like, them shits are huge. So, just take this shit seriously, man. I'm going to read the rest of this. Quote, I want to make an announcement today that we will be declaring a public health emergency. Secretary, Department of Health and Human Services, his name is Xavier Becerra. He said that in a call with reporters last Thursday about the monkeypox outbreak. Quote, we're prepared to take our response to the next level in addressing this virus. We urge every American to take monkeypox seriously and take responsibility and help us tackle this virus. So, yeah, just be safe, guys. I'm not sure. I don't know if you read anything about how it spreads like that. I think it's like handshakes, kissing, touching, sex with strangers, shit like that. I think that's how's it spread? Did you see? Oh, you looking at pictures?
Damn, this shit's gross.
You see anything about how it spreads? Can you spread any information to people? Because I didn't really see much about how it spreads. Have you seen anything?
No.
You haven't seen anything?
I
don't think this nigga knows what the fuck I'm asking him because he's just looking up.
I haven't. No, I'm looking at these pictures. I haven't seen how it spread. To be honest, I have. To be honest, I haven't been researching as much as like Corona. So
this nigga trying to talk about it's like 99%. Man, I don't know how true that is. And
the demographic that's getting it.
Yeah, 99%.
We need to look it up.
I haven't seen. It's funny because the only people I've seen were the girls. Funny thing about that. And he said like 65% of it is in gay men. I don't believe that either. I don't know.
I read about that, but I don't know. I don't know if it's accurate. Georgia is definitely up there in numbers, bro. California, Florida, Georgia, Illinois, New York.
And what are the numbers?
Texas, as far as being 600 plus.
Oh, people that have it?
Yeah.
And it's not like, so this shit is killing people.
Is it killing people?
That's what I was asking. I don't know anything about this virus. I just saw the pictures and I know that I don't want it. That's the two things I know. I know that I've seen pictures of it and I know that I don't want it. That's really all that I know about this. Did you see the picture of the girl, her face? Or did you see the picture of the
I saw some pictures of it. Enough to know that I don't want it. Shit, I might as well get Rona before I get that, bro, because I don't want that at all. My skin already fucked up.
Just take this shit seriously, guys. I just wanted to talk about that in all seriousness. Just take this virus seriously. I don't know what you could really do to prevent yourself from catching it. Let's look this up.
Stay inside, shit.
Niggas gotta go to work. How does monkeypox spread? How it spreads? Saliva from a pregnant person or to the fetus? What? Through the placenta? What?
Damn. That shit getting down like that?
It's also been known to spread on unwashed surfaces like bed linens and towels. So yeah, just make sure you guys put your fucking towels in the washer and dryer. Direct contact with a monkeypox rash, scabs, or body fluids from a person with monkeypox, touching objects, fabrics, clothing, surfaces that have been used by someone with monkeypox, contact with respiratory secretions. Secretions? What does secretions mean again? I like that word, secretions. Secretions. What does that mean again? I'm going to look it up. Secretions definition. Isn't that like a process by which substances are produced and discharged from a cell gland or organ from a particular function in the organism or whatever this word is. I don't know what that word is, so I'm not going to say it.
I can pronounce it.
No, it's okay. Secretion. That's going to be the name of this episode. Secretions. That sounded like some sexual shit.
Do you just wake up being freaky? Is that what you do? You aim to be as freaky as you can throughout the day?
Yeah,
Are you just a certified freak?
Caught that secretion, did you? Nah, that don't work. I'm going to say that, though, and just see. Next time, I'm going to say that. Next time I'm fucking, I'm going to use the word secretion. I don't know where I'm going to find a place that I'm going to put it in. I'm going to use that word. Y'all should see how this nigga's looking at me.
She about to dry up quicker than the Sahara.
I secreted. You said she going to dry up like the Sahara?
She going to dry up quicker than the Sahara, boy. Say that shit.
Nigga said I secreted. Alright, the next article we have here. Just take this shit seriously, guys. Y'all can look up how the shit spreads. Don't just take it as some bullshit like we did with coronavirus, because y'all see what happened when we did that. There is a teacher. He quit his job to work at Walmart because it pays $12,000 more per year than he was making before as a teacher. According to Business Insider, an Ohio man recently quit his job as a teacher for a position at Walmart instead. Seth, I don't know his last name, Seth Groshran says the reason he switched jobs was simple. The Walmart role would pay $12,000 more a year. He'll make $55,000 a year there before bonuses compared to the $43,000 he made as a teacher. after working 4.5 years in the education system. That is fucking terrible. That's really sad. $43,000 a year by teaching children. Doesn't say what grade he taught or anything like that, but yeah, Walmart. He will be at your local Walmart in Ohio, guys. That's pretty sad.
Been saying this. Teachers are, of course, well, good teachers. Good teachers are underpaid. There's some teachers that just clock in, they don't give a fuck, but teachers are just underpaid, man.
I didn't know niggas at Walmart made $55,000. I wonder what position he did. I wonder if it's like stocking or shit like that.
You think Stockton made 55?
What if this nigga's a cashier?
Making 55?
I don't know what he does. That's really sad though. That like the country we like niggas is fucking LeBron made more than the entire WNBA. His salary alone was more than the entire WNBA. And this nigga shoots a basketball. And this fucking teacher. You know what? I think it depends, like you said, because teachers just clock in and do nothing.
Yeah.
I think it depends on like the certain role, because we could, I'm not gonna say that, because that'll be a whole another fucking canceling debate right there. Niggas will cancel me. I fucking give my heart and soul to teach my students, you fucking black bastard.
But I mean, it falls into the category of being a good teacher. If you invest into a student, then, you know.
So all teachers should be paid.
No, you know what? That's right. That's
I don't want to do that. No, I'm asking. So all teachers should be paid at a certain level? All teachers should be paid reasonably, like I said, like what did they say? Cops and teachers are underpaid? Because I don't want to say that. Because what? No, see, I'm finna get into it. I'm gonna say some shit that I don't want to say, and niggas is gonna try to cancel me. No, I'm not gonna do it.
Stay away from
it. Congratulations to that brother for finding him another job that pays him a little more. Congratulations, Seth.
Amen.
Congratulations to you, brother. We hope you enjoy that Walmart job.
You live, man. Niggas
at Walmart, he needs to talk to somebody about the fucking, the self-checkout, not self-checkout. The shit at nighttime when you go to Walmart and there's no lanes open.
Maybe they do that on purpose so everybody can get out of the store and get pissed off.
But I need my shit.
Hey, man.
They need to start opening stores back up again later. Like Walmart needs to be 24 hours again. McDonald's needs to be open till 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, however that shit used to be.
Pay people do that. Yeah, pay people can do that.
They was paying niggas to do that before. They just changed hours because of the pandemic.
Hey, man.
Let's go back to that. Or are we scared of monkeypox? Is that why?
Shit, after you bringing it up and after me looking at the pictures, man, I'm kind of scared of it now, too.
You wasn't scared last night?
I was taking a precaution. I was using sanitizer. Shit. We was around a lot of people. We
were around a lot of people?
We weren't really around a lot of people.
Why was all them niggas standing behind us and shit, like watching us?
Yeah, you already know why.
Why? You was so garbage. Who won last night?
Cliff.
Cliff won the first game.
Fucking great guy.
What is that shit we supposed to ask him? Oh, Christian Mingle. Gotta ask him about that when we're done. Oh, I gotta write down that shit I said.
What?
Something that I gotta take out. About something I said. You gotta definitely take that one out. Anyways, the next thing we have, guys. Another article about Elon Musk for about the third week in a row. Elon Musk's dad, who we spoke about before, who is
Why you say it like that? Why you just don't say his father?
His dad.
I guess.
His dad. What's the?
All right, bro. It's just all right.
Elon Musk's daddy. Is that better? his daddy. It's the niggas that's sleeping with his stepdaughter that had kids with his that guy. He says he is not proud of his son and that his son needs to lose weight. Elon Musk's disdain for his dad probably just intensified after the 76-year-old essentially called his son fat and said he's not proud of him. Elon Musk on the Kyle and Jacko radio show in Australia Monday telling the host, this is his dad, I'm sorry, not Elon, Errol. I think his name is Errol. He told the host that he's not proud of Elon for creating game-changing technology and becoming a billionaire, saying, quote, we are a family that have been doing a lot of things for a long time. It's not as if we suddenly started doing something. What the fuck is he talking about? Arrow, as much as he said his favorite child is Elon's brother, Kimball, whom Arrow, he calls his brother Kimball his pride and joy. So Kimball's his pride and joy, who I've never heard of Kimball, by the way. This is my first time I've ever heard of this guy, Kimball Musk. I've never heard of this. Have you ever heard of Kimball Musk before? But essentially, that's Elon's daddy's pride and joy. That kid. But there's more. He shaded Elon after being asked about the photos of his son on vacation in Greece, the shit we talked about a couple weeks ago, where he looked fat. Saying, quote, Elon is very strongly built, but he's been eating badly, and urging him to take a weight loss product called Garcinia. Garcinia Cambogia. I don't know what the fuck that is. Have you ever heard of it? It's a weight loss product. He also went on to say that he has a fleet of cars, but not a single Tesla. Doesn't even have his son's own product. React, brother, about that nigga's daddy, since I can't say dad.
Hey, man.
What you reading there? About Elon?
Yeah, I'm just reading about his father.
How much is he worth?
You know what?
What has he done?
That's a good fucking question. Let's look that up right now.
Errol Musk.
He is an engineer.
Okay.
Salute to that. That's cool. What type of engineer, though? Because they're not all created equally.
I think there's some type of friction that happened between them at some point in time that has gotten him to this point. I'm pretty sure he knows that his son has done some substantial shit. I know that he knows that. We're not going to say that he's crazy and just doesn't know that. Let me say this. I don't think he's trying to discredit anything that he's done. I think he knows the shit that Elon has done. I think that there's just something that happened in their relationship to where he's just not too happy with him right now. Say what?
Bitter?
Yeah, it could be bitter. He's not too happy with him right now. There's obviously something.
I think that it's just like I don't understand why he's kind of downplaying the pioneering that Elon has done in his field and around the world, you know, and as far as technology goes, because you can't deny that Elon is a visionary, you know, when it comes to technology and you know his business and multiple businesses. So I don't understand. Like I think all in all, I understand it I feel from the perspective of Elon. I don't know how he feels about his dad, but I don't think he needs to care per se because he's doing revolutionary work. So I don't think he needs to care. To be honest, his dad sounds like a hater to me. So
I don't think he cares at all. I think he's just like, I mean, why would you care about what your dad says when you're the richest man in the world? I don't think I would care about it.
I mean, you can say you don't care, but deep down you probably care a little bit. Oh, my dad doesn't love me
like that.
I don't know. Shit.
I don't think Elon's doing all that. Hey, guy, why don't you stop having sex with your stepdaughter? How about that? We're talking about Elon. Fucking this nigga's doing some dope shit. Elon's done some dope shit, bro.
Yeah, he is.
He's done a lot of dope shit. I'm not saying he's the greatest guy in the world. I've never met this guy.
Then again, he's human. He's not a robot. He's not perfect. Yeah, you know? He's not meant to be. You know, people don't understand that. Like people, you're expecting a lot of criticism that he gets. Like people are expecting him to be so fucking godlike, bro. Look at Bill Gates, bro. Infidelity happening within his own marriage, and look at the philanthropic work that they've done. You know.
Yeah.
So.
Don't fuck your homeboys' wives, though. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yep, don't do that. What else I got here? Is this the homeless thing? Yeah, a new proposal in Los Angeles would require hotel owners to give empty rooms to homeless people if this proposal is passed. We've talked about Skid Row on here before. A homeless area in Los Angeles. According to NBC News, a potential city ordinance to LA City Council agenda Friday will require hotels and motels to offer up vacant rooms to help house people living on the LA streets. It's called a responsible hotel ordinance, but opponents say it's irresponsible. It is an irresponsible way to do business in Los Angeles. What are your thoughts on that?
I would agree.
Elaborate.
I mean, homeless, you'll just need separate housing. Like, if I'm running a business and uphold a reputation and of a business, I don't want, like, homeless people, you know, just coming in, and I should have to participate, willing or not, as part of something that's, you know, I have no accountability, you know? Mm-hmm. That I'm not directly responsible for as far as decision making and all that kind of stuff. You're burdening everybody else by not addressing the main root of the problem, which is housing.
Right.
So why are you shifting into pretty much onto business owners and hotel owners that are operating a business out of their, you know, to force them to do that? It makes no sense. And I'm thinking about it from that perspective.
There's a lot of
I care about homeless people. I really do. I really care about homeless people. We've been out here in California. We've seen it.
Yeah, we've seen that Skid Row shit.
They got homeless people out here. I mean, I'm definitely not downplaying it, but like, think about it as if I was in a position of a business owner, I wouldn't want that. I have a hotel to run. I have rooms to fill. I have clientele to come to my place of business that I want to establish reputation. You know, that's not my responsibility to do that kind of stuff. You know, if anything, it should be the government's as far as helping transition. You're putting too much of the emphasis on people around them to do that. So, and whatever happened to building the affordable housing that they were saying, or housing to, for people on Skid Row that they said they were going to do.
I guess this is the solution for the meantime until they fucking get that shit done. Yeah,
I'm definitely not saying fuck the homeless. I'm not, but I definitely don't believe that is the responsibility of a business owner to do that. That's not fair to them. How's that fair? That's not fair. That's like saying a millionaire's responsibility is to, help the homeless people and donate all his millions away and do all that by the time they end his life and just spend all the money. It's not. It's not their responsibility. It's their choice. It's their choice to do that. They've accumulated their wealth and they can do whatever they want with their money. It's a choice. But by you imposing this on the business, you're taking away the choice factor and you're forcing something on somebody to do something. That's not fair.
Why are there no homeless shelters out there in the vicinity of that Skid Row area that we went to? I would assume, in my mind, I'm assuming there has to be some, but why is there not? Why it doesn't for that many people to be homeless?
You'd figure that overall wealth that you'd have to have in order to even sustain any type of living over there. Right. It's just crazy. You have to have money out there. Without it, you're nothing. You figure the amount of the percentage of homelessness growing day by day is probably just spiraling out of control. They can't keep up with the rate that it's growing, and find a solution proper to that to account for it. So it's just probably just gotten to the point where it's just increasing so much they don't know what to do, and it's just going to continue to do so.
Yeah, I think that's why they're doing shit like this, because they don't have anywhere to put these people.
I understand that, but that's not. If you really, and guess what? At the end of the day, you elect public officials to federal government, the government in general, and to figure out solutions for this problem. Yeah. We're talking about schools, we're talking about education, you're talking about all these other things when it comes to welfare, health. You have elected officials to do that. That's their job to do that. So.
Shout out to everybody out in LA, man. Beautiful city. Anyways, guys, we're going to move on to the next article here. Airbnb has apologized after a slave cabin was listed as their luxury getaway on their website.
Who said that?
Airbnb. Former slave quarters went viral on TikTok after a user noticed it was listed on Airbnb. The spot had rave reviews with a 4.97 out of 5 rating. One visitor described their stay as memorable, and another one said they enjoyed everything. The property in question is Panther Burn Cottage at the Belmont Plantation located in Greenville, Mississippi. The listing described the place as an 1830 slave cabin that was also once used as a tenant sharecropper's cabin. In a statement to NBC, an Airbnb spokesman said, quote, properties that formerly housed enslaved have no place on Airbnb. After the backlash, he said that. Quote, for any trauma or grief created by the presence of this listing and others like it, that we did not act on sooner to address this issue, we apologize. The property is no longer listed on the site. They removed the Mississippi listing from their platform. What did it say? Wait. What did the fucking shit say? 1830 slave cabin. That's what it was described as. Which it probably really was. I don't know if that's really it. They said
everybody's so quick to as far as correct. I'm gonna say quote unquote correct their actions after backlash comes. Remember what I said a while ago, bro. If you really think that these organizations that put on this front to seem like they care, they don't care.
It always goes back to the shit we always say, like, what do these people be thinking when they start typing this shit out or they write certain shit out, like 1830 slave cabin? Why would you think that's?
They did it on purpose, bro, to attract. They knew who they wanted to attract, P. They knew who they wanted to attract. They did that on purpose. There's no way to accidentally do that.
What do you think about the rave reviews? 4.97 out of 5.
I would say that they got their target market.
They enjoyed everything.
I would say that they reached their target market.
Which would be?
They're like-minded people. They're counterparts.
Which would be?
Hey, man.
Which would be? No, I'm joking. I do. If you was on Airbnb and you saw that, would you have reported it? Would you say something? Or would you have just showed me? Because I know you would have been like, bro, check this shit out. You would have showed me. But would you have gone further than that?
I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. I probably wouldn't have. Just being honest. I probably wouldn't have. I would have showed you, definitely.
I don't know what I would have did. I think I would have went on No, never mind. But keep that one to myself. I'm not... Never mind, guys. But that's kind of fucked up, though, man. That's really fucked up. Mississippi. But I think... what? I keep thinking... I gotta stop thinking so much today, because every time I'm finna say something, I'm like, no, don't say that. Today, and this is like the only episode that I've been doing that in a long time. I'm
being honest, because I don't think I would have reported, to be honest. I don't think, not because I don't, I don't care about those issues. I just, I don't think about any of these companies as
wholesome.
Yeah, I don't think about them like that in general. Should I be surprised? The shit I be hearing nowadays, man, I'm not surprised about nothing. So
you boycotting Airbnb?
No, I'm not.
I haven't seen anybody say anything about that. Like, boycott Airbnb like they do with other shit. I'm not using Airbnb.
You talking about the amount of rentals? I mean, something could have slipped by. I mean, it's feasible, something that could have happened like that. So we're talking about millions and millions of rentals or something like that. So I'm not gonna take up for them and say that. So I don't know.
All right, the next thing I have here, a McDonald's employee in Brooklyn was shot over cold French fries. According to reports, a Brooklyn man and his girlfriend are charged after a McDonald's employee was shot in the neck in a dispute over cold fries. The incident began when the 20-year-old suspect, Michael Morgan's mother, was displeased with her cold French fries, and an argument ensued outside. Morgan's 18-year-old girlfriend allegedly handed him a gun, which he aimed at an employee and shot them in the neck. The employee was rushed to the hospital and remains in critical condition. Morgan has been charged with attempted murder. Yeah, man. McDonald's cold fries. How many articles have we had like this? Popeye's chicken sandwich, McDonald's cold fries. What else was it? A whole bunch of shit. Bro. There's a whole bunch of shit that's happening. Why do you niggas think? Well, that's normal every day.
That's everyday shit.
That's a normal thing. Niggas get trained to fucking.
If you walk into Waffle House and nobody is fighting, there's a problem. You probably shouldn't even eat there.
Nigga said when you walk into a Waffle House, there's a quarter-inch slick of grease on the ground.
That is true. If you ain't slipping and sliding, bro, you might not want to eat there.
Waffle House is not that great.
I like it.
It is good. It is good.
Waffle House saved us a couple times.
It's a late night delicacy. We should have went there last night. Did we eat already? Bro, them fucking wings Ryan had last night, them shits was not good.
That wasn't good? I thought y'all said it was good.
I was fucking lying.
You was hungry?
Right. Them shits was not good, bro, because I know you gonna hear this. Yeah, I was fucking hungry, nigga. Them shits was not good, bro.
Ryan was killing them shits.
I was like,
Ryan was killing them shits, bro.
He's like, bro, that shit good? Mm-hmm. That shit was not good.
Ryan was killing them shits. I was like, damn, bro, them shits must be
good. Them shits smelled good when he first brought them shits out, but them shits was not good, bro. The fries looked like they was good, though. I ain't taste them. But anyways, this is fucking idiotic and stupid. It's ignorant. You niggas is fucking idiots. Like, hey, baby, come here. She handed him the gun like like she had to take it to that level. Let me hand my boyfriend a gun because our fries were cold so he could shoot this person in the neck at McDonald's.
Now you going to jail over some fries. Because that's what it was. Over some fries. Now you going to jail.
What are you in for, man? Shot a nigga in the neck over some French fries. Like, come on, guys. How's that sound?
Like, if somebody told me like that and I was locked up, I'd be like, yo, what?
You're 20 years old.
20.
Blink of an eye. Your life is gone just like that over some French fries. Some fries are good, though.
God forbid that this guy, this person, dies. I hope they pull through. Because if they do, bro, it's a wrap.
It's as simple as going back to the drive-thru and say, yo, these fries are cold, bro. Check it out. Give it back to them. They'll see that they're cold. They'll give you new fries. They may spit on them, or rub it on their ass. They may do that, but at least you don't go to jail.
You're a freak, ain't you?
Would you rather get spit on fries or ass fries, or would you go to jail? Exactly. You ain't got to answer that because I already know what you pick.
Yeah, the ass fries.
I know, because you a freak too. Anyways, what else do we have? I only got 2 more things. I think, yeah, 2 more things. This one is bittersweet. But a Florida man was found in a hotel room with a missing 13-year-old girl. He was sentenced to 40 years in prison, and the reason I say it's bittersweet because they found the girl. According to Yahoo, the Orlando man was found in a hotel room with a missing 13-year-old girl. 24-year-old Tyler Thompson was sentenced to 40 years in the Florida State Prison and an additional 45 years of sex offender probation. Thompson's charges include 27 counts of possession of child pornography, as well as sexual battery on a child older than 12 but younger than 18, and traveling to meet a minor. He was arrested when deputies went looking for the victim, who was reported missing after she didn't go home after school and failed to show up to a basketball game she was supposed to be playing in. Deputies learned from a friend of the missing girl that she had planned to go to a hotel to meet a man from Orlando named Tyler, who she had met on Snapchat. Now, this is a message to parents that I'm going to give now. Please be aware of what your children are doing on social media. I think I've said that on here a long time ago. But like I said, thank God that this girl was found, 13 years old. Just be aware of what your kids are doing, because these kids, like I just said, she was on Snapchat just talking to some dude, and she met him at a hotel, and he fucking pretty much had her kidnapped. Pretty much.
So this is bittersweet because is she alive?
Yeah, she's good.
Okay.
She's fine. Yeah, they found a girl.
Are you?
I wouldn't say that if she didn't make it. She's good.
By the way you were talking, I thought they found her and then that's...
No. She's good. He's 24 years old, the guy, Tyler Thompson.
People that are like that, man, y'all just pieces of shit, bro. Like, I don't understand. Just find somebody your age, bro. Find somebody around your age, bro. Like, why do you have to resort to doing that kind of shit? Like, I don't understand how you can look at somebody that young and be attracted to them. That's a kid, you know?
I was watching some shit on Instagram the other day. It was the To Catch a Predator shit that we talked about here. The old show guys with Chris Hansen.
You watching the old show?
No, there was clips on it. I forgot it. There was a couple guys that they caught a couple times. Like that was
repeat.
Yeah, like dude. And the guy was like, "Oops." When Chris Hansen walked in, he was like, "Oops." And then the second time they caught him again, "Hey, I remember you. You look familiar." Oops. Nigga said oops again. Bro, keep them niggas in jail. Keep them niggas locked up. That nigga needs to be staying in prison. The fuck? That's why he got caught again, because y'all niggas let this nigga out of jail. And he did this shit the first time. Of course he gonna do it again. Nigga's a fucking pervert. He's a child. He's fucking... Niggas like kids. That shit's weird.
Like I said, the whole judicial system, the whole justice system is just all fucked up. People that need to be in jail aren't in jail, and the people that are in jail, they don't need to be. Some people don't need to be there.
Yeah, man. We haven't done a fuck you segment in a long time.
Yeah.
I guess I'll give it to Tyler Thompson, this motherfucker. Fuck you, Tyler. You know what? I want to give another fuck you to somebody. This motherfucker right here.
What?
Fuck you, nigga. I don't know. Just fuck you. Just because. Fuck you, nigga. Are you not offended?
Not really.
Nah, it doesn't make you feel no type of way.
No.
Damn it. I gotta try harder next week. I should give you the fuck you segment for like weeks and weeks in a row until you get so tired of it that you walk off the show. Keep that in mind. It ain't gonna be next week. I ain't gonna tell you when it's gonna start. The last article I have here, the guy who, one of the murderers of Ahmaud Arbery.
Damn it.
Guess what, guys? He fears he's gonna be killed in the state prison and wants to remain in federal custody for his own safety. He's scared. According to, I think this is Travis McMichael, according to his memo, he has received threats that people are waiting for him. Oh, shit. Oh, you don't think? People are waiting for him and that he should not go into the yard. That's fucked up. You know what? It's fucked up, but it's not fucked up. And that correctional officers have promised...
It's not fucked up at all, bro. I hope you go into that yard. I hope you get fucked up.
Correctional officers have promised a willingness, whether for free or for pay, to keep certain doors unlocked and backs turned to allow inmates to harm him. Holy shit.
Wait, judge said that?
Nigga, fucking correctional officers have promised that they have willingness for free or for pay that they will keep certain doors unlocked and backs turned to allow inmates to harm him. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, y'all
Nigga, I'd be scared too if I was you, motherfucker. But
Y'all three, y'all fucked. I don't even. The neighbor's going to jail too, right?
Yeah, he got.
Y'all all fucked.
Yeah, it ain't really. You can't feel bad for him though, bro. Took an innocent man's life, an innocent black man's life away.
He was and chased him down
for no fucking reason. Shot him with a fucking shotgun. So I can't.
He was begging for you to just chill, just stop.
Yeah, so it's like whatever happens to you, brother. I can't. I'm not even gonna call you brother. It's like
I was about to.
It's whatever happens to you.
I was about to tell you not to do that, but yeah.
Whatever happens, if he dies, he dies. What that nigga say, Rocky? If he dies, he dies. Ain't that what the nigga said?
Oh, if I die, I die. Yeah.
If he dies, he dies. Hey man, I don't want to say that. I don't want to wish death on nobody, but
shit.
The circumstances of that situation, we all know. Yeah, it's like we all know, but I can't feel sorry for. That was one of your articles. Yeah, that was the last one I heard. That's all I got, guys. Fuck you segment to them too. The McMichaels, bitch ass motherfucker. And a neighbor.
I got an article from out in Los Angeles. It's actually been going around on social media for the past couple of days. A driver out in Los Angeles crashed into 6 people and killed them. She was identified as a nurse, according to official reports.
That was the video of the car just speeding through and it went. Yeah, I saw that shit.
I didn't see the video, so I was reading the article because I didn't watch the video yet. But so the Mercedes-Benz driver who caused a multi-car crash in West Los Angeles intersection that left 6 people dead on Thursday has been identified. The person is a 37-year-old nurse, Nicole Lorraine Linton. She sustained moderate injuries in the collision and was taken into custody on suspicion of vehicular manslaughter with gross negligence. Prosecutors said they can receive the case as soon as Monday and would decide whether to file criminal charges. She's a traveling nurse for Kaiser Permanente for the West Los Angeles Medical Center. The station noted that the investigators said Linton had been driving in excess of 100 miles per hour in a 35 mile per hour zone around 1:30 p.m. on Thursday. They said that the Mercedes ran a red light and never appeared to brake. And they're looking into whether when she had a medical episode or was under an influence of drugs or alcohol. And
this is the same one that killed a pregnant lady, right? I think this is the same one. Yeah, bro. What? Wait, it said some shit? Oh, yeah, I think this is the same one, yeah. Yeah, he just showed me something in the article. Yeah.
Yeah, so
somebody got ejected from a vehicle. A very young person was ejected from a vehicle. Yeah. I think she killed a pregnant lady too. I hope it's the same thing.
A pregnant lady and she had another kid.
Not that I hope it's this. I just
hope we're talking about. For the people that she's killed, a mother expecting a child, her husband, and his kid that they had in the backseat was only a year old. And then 2 other people that they slammed into. So she survived, right? The person who killed survived. Who's driving a Mercedes? Who caused all this? She survived.
She was going fast as fuck too, bro. I don't even know how she survived. When you see that video, you're going to say this. I don't know how anybody survived that shit because there were so many cars going across the street. Like, the cars were going this way. Like, it was hella cars, and she was coming from this way. She
T-boned them.
Bro. Like, the car that she initially hit, like, it was just very unlucky because of how fast she was coming, how the cars were just passing. Like, damn, that shit was crazy, bro. That was crazy, that video.
Man, you deserve to go to jail for the rest of your life. You might even deserve to get hanged.
This nigga said deserve to get hanged.
Because, bro, you did that to like a pregnant lady. This child's not even born yet. They didn't even have a chance yet. A kid that's 1 year old. For going 100 miles in Los Angeles. Bro, we drove in LA. Bro. And it's not that type of city that you can just go 100 miles per hour. How do you even have enough space to do that? How do you have enough road?
Yeah, there was a lot of cars on that road. The intersection.
And I remember La Brea, right? I remember we went down La Brea.
Oh, that was the road it was on?
Yeah.
I don't remember it. I didn't see that. That was the name of the road. But, yeah, she was fucked up. I saw that video on Twitter. She's pretty fucked up, man.
I hope you get prosecuted, man, to the fullest extent of the law.
Rest in peace to all those people.
Rest in peace. I'm sorry to hear for those people, man.
Yeah.
Next article I got here is take place out in China. This is pretty sad, too. So, a man allegedly ran over his girlfriend repeatedly and kills her in some violence that appeared out in China. So a man out in northern China repeatedly ran over his girlfriend with the car, killing her in a gruesome attack that was caught on video and has gone viral. In the city of Tangshan, where the attack took place, was a scene of a violent assault against 4 of the women in the past couple months. So the alleged brutal killing of the woman was by her boyfriend yesterday as he drove her down. He hit her and then ran her over repeatedly in a Chinese city where other women were attacked a couple months ago. Not the same situation. Mm-hmm. So the woman, her last name is Wang, was knocked to the ground and then ran over repeatedly by her boyfriend. And the footage has since gone viral, and several witnesses made desperate attempts to intervene. She was taken to a hospital where she was pronounced dead in a short while later.
Makes so much sense to do, right?
Yeah, and he fled. Sense. Yeah, he fled after the attack, and the police had caught him in like a swimming pool or some shit.
Swimming pool?
He was in front of a public indoor swimming pool. And they caught him later that afternoon.
The fuck did he jump in a swimming pool for? That's weird. I don't know. Let me get away from the cops. Let me jump in a swimming pool. That's probably what he thought. Probably thought he was gonna get away. But yeah, makes so much sense to run over your girlfriend, right? Whatever the fucking dispute was, because obviously it was over something that he disagreed with. They fucking got into an argument about something. He said, "Let me run her."
Rest in peace, her, man. Like, I don't know what's going on. This goes. I'm gonna do it. It's not really lighter, but because it could have turned out a lot worse. But this goes into the category of real stupid shit happening nowadays. This happened out in 2020, but now they're getting prosecuted this year. I guess this month. A third and final person accused in a 2020 robbery and assault in Pierce County has been sentenced. Authorities said the victim had jumped from her second-story apartment balcony to escape. So they were trying to beat a woman up, stomp on her, steal her shoe collection, and now they just got sentenced.
Where was this at?
I don't know where Pierce County is. It isn't. I don't know why you just don't put the fucking.
Oh, what state it was in?
Yeah, like doesn't make any sense. All right, so the victim's boyfriend, Omari Steele, pleaded guilty in 2021 to first-degree theft, residential burglary, and unlawful imprisonment. His cousin, Jamila Steele,
Jemima.
Yes, pleaded guilty last month to felony harassment, and then Emanuela Charles pleaded to guilty on the same charge. Omari Steele, so the victim's boyfriend, thought to be the person who called the other women to the apartment complex and ordered them to attack his ex-girlfriend, and was sentenced in 2021. So he called them to attack her. It was after he asked her for money. She said no. He called the other two, his two.
Nigga asked his ex for some bread and she said no. So he said, "You know what?
So
I can get some bitches to beat you up."
He said when she said no, Steele called his then 18-year-old cousin and 25-year-old girlfriend to the home and demanded that the victim's debit card. She said no again, and the three beat and dragged the women by the hair. They blocked the apartment door, so the victim couldn't get out, and at least one of the women stomped on the victim. The victim then ran to the balcony and screamed for help, but then dragged her back inside, ripping on her braids. Ah, fuck.
Ah, shit.
The victim got away, went to the balcony, and jumped 2 stories. And they took her, collect her shoes. They took 50 pair of her J's.
She had that many shoes? Damn.
Yeah. They said 2,500 was worse, but J's ain't worth 2,500. It's way more than that.
Damn, for 50 pairs. How the fuck do you get away with 50 shoes? How do you hold that many shoes? With 3 people. How many people they had?
I don't know. They probably came back.
Nigga said they double packed, so they just got. What was? This sound like fucking. Nah, I was gonna say this.
Some World Star shit.
No, I was gonna say this sounds like New York, but I don't know why. I was thinking of the balcony shit.
It do sound like New York.
There ain't no Pierce County in New York though.
It
could be here. That could actually be in Georgia.
Let me see. Pierce County.
There's probably multiple Pierce counties in several states, so ain't really no telling. But yeah, that's fucked up. Be careful, guys. Niggas, you gotta keep that fire on you, man. You gotta keep that shit on you sometimes, bro. Niggas is out here robbing people these days, man. Niggas out here robbing niggas. Niggas is getting killed for no fucking reason. So just protect yourselves, guys, at all times.
I stand by that statement, man.
That's it?
That's it. That's all I want to talk about, man.
All right, guys. The next thing we have here, we're going to get out of what's trending, but even though this is a trending thing that just happened. Is the speaker on? No, it's not on. But there's a man who paid to fly a woman into his town. she didn't. What the fuck happened to my pants here? She didn't want to give him any play. It's like the little Future situation when Future bought that fucking room for the girl.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'll meet you at the room. Get sexy. Oh, I'm not on that type of time. Man, you playing, bitch. You playing like that. So I'm going to play the altercation here. What the fuck does this shit say about Grand Theft Auto? Oh. I'm going to play the little altercation here. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I actually have 2 videos like this. I'm gonna play the second one in a minute. But
It's the same video? Or
no, it's not the same thing. It's 2 different situations.
Whatever. Just get out my car. Just make sure you give me my fucking confirmation number.
What? Ain't no confirmation number.
What you mean?
Ain't no confirmation number. I catch the play. I catch the play. Buy your own ticket. Make sure you want the cheeks. Nah. It's so bad. I ain't even in your bag. Here, your bag right there.
With nothing.
Cool. Bro, I'm dead serious. You ain't want to give me no cheeks? You gotta do it.
Nigga, you're lame as fuck. Because you can't get no coochie.
I'm saying you gotta go. You gotta go. I'm not paying for your ticket. I'm not paying for none of that shit.
You're lame as fuck.
Hey.
You can't get no pussy.
Alright, buy your own ticket. Buy your own ticket. Buy your own ticket. You gotta buy your own ticket now.
You got a chicken head?
She says you gotta buy your own ticket now.
I thought you called it a chicken head.
Somebody said, now don't get me wrong, ain't neither one of them obligated to do nothing, but that whole situation, common sense, they're both stupid. I thought they were gonna say something smart, but they just said they're both stupid. Who do you think was wrong in that situation? The video, I'll put it in our YouTube video so you guys can see it, but he's basically dropping this woman off at the airport, and
Both of them.
he's kind of making a scene. He's got his camera out as he's taking her stuff out. He's kind of making a scene, and people are walking by. Like, this is outside the airport. I don't know what city this is in, but yeah, go ahead.
Both of them are wrong. I mean, bro, just because you flying somebody out, that don't guarantee they gonna fuck. Yeah, it's there. The expectation is there. Yeah, by her accepting. But that doesn't mean you're about to coax somebody into be like, yeah, automatically give it up. That's not how that goes. Because it'll be situations where that don't happen. And then what are you going to do in that situation? What are you going to do in that situation? You can't do nothing. Because then if you fuck around, you're going to get yourself in a predicament that's going to be a lot worse. So you can't really do nothing. I think like he did it. He played it right in a sense, but
By kicking her out of the car.
yeah, and not like, because he could have did worse. He could have did a lot worse if he was stupider.
Yeah, that's true. I think he did a little too much, though, in my opinion.
I think that his expectations.
Okay, how was she wrong? Because you said they both. So how was she wrong?
You expect you coming out there, like.
Oh, you just coming out there and you ain't trying to give it up.
Yeah,
So
well, nah. You coming out there and you expecting everybody to take care.
Y'all
of
hear
that
this
kind of
guy? This nigga's fucked up. Fuck you for real. You get the fuck you segment for real. That's the type of man you is.
If you're coming out there and you like, having a dude fly you out, like why you just don't fly yourself out? Like I don't get it.
Yo, I know what he means to say. If you coming out here, why you giving the busting cheeks up?
I didn't say that.
Why you giving them the cheeks?
Don't put words in my mouth.
You said she was wrong though. How was she wrong? I want to know how she's wrong in your opinion. I just want to know if you think she's wrong, what's your opinion on her being
That's
wrong?
what I'm saying. She's wrong for that. Like expecting shit like a handout from him. Like that's what you wrong for. Like why are you expecting a handout for somebody that?
Because he might have said that he was gonna pay for everything.
Bro, under the condition what? That she was gonna fuck?
Now here's my take on this, fellas. I know you guys get on your horny shit sometimes. But if you're going to fly a woman out, man, I've never personally done this in all seriousness. I have never done no shit like this. But I think, because I was talking about this with Dion, and Dion was like, because I was like, bro, you got to kind of know if you're flying this girl out. Like, you got to
have the kind of,
you got to kind of know if she's
yeah, that's true.
Y'all got to kind of have that relationship. But he was like, what if it's your first time meeting her? And he was like, you really don't know. He was like, a girl could say anything and you just don't know. But I think most niggas that have the intention of flying the girl out, I think most girls, something should click in their head like, okay, not saying that it's right, but most girls should click in their head like, okay, he probably wants something out of this. Which is 9 times out of 10, sex. There might be some guys out there that don't want sex. I don't know. It might be some punk ass niggas that don't want it. I don't know. He's like, I don't know. That's just me. But that's just my opinion. But I think that he went about this kind of like just recording the whole video and like trying to get it on camera. It's like, bro, you doing too much, bro. It's like you really doing too much.
Nah, because you know what? She could have said that he assaulted her and all that kind of shit. So maybe it's just best. Maybe it's just best that he played out like that.
Look at you. You think I take that fuck you back. I take it back. Take it back. But I get what you're saying though. That's a good point. That's a really good point because you want to kind of put that on camera, I guess. But I mean, she said that was kind of lame though, bro. Like trying to out her in front of fucking everybody. That's kind of lame. Even though I get what you're saying, like you don't want her to say like, you know, he assaulted me, shit like that. But it is kind of lame to try to put a bitch on camera on blast because she ain't give it up. Because I mean, you pay for the ticket for her to get there, bro. So you kind of. It's kind of
like I said, you can't expect them just because you have this, and even if you do have this conversation, bro. At the end of the day, nothing is guaranteed because you cannot force somebody to just want to fuck you, bro. You just can't.
Now, if they had the conversation of, hey, I'm going to
well, you can, but it's illegal. So.
If they had the conversation of like, hey, I'm going to pay for your ticket, like, make sure when you go out here, like, you know, we going to do our thing, right? It could have been a situation
standard.
It could have been a situation where she said yeah, and maybe that's why he tried to out her and put her on blast. Like, oh, you ain't give up no pussy, blah, blah, blah. It could have been a situation like that. But I think whatever your intentions are, guys, I mean, some guys don't want to be rude. I can understand a nigga that's not trying to be rude. Like, I don't want to fuck everything up by trying to say that I'm flying her out here just to fuck.
Well, what do you lose from doing that?
Her not coming.
But then you just talk to somebody else who on that time.
True. So, I don't know this Brad. This is a different Brad here, guys. This nigga says you just talk to somebody else that's on that time.
The older you get, the more you realize that.
Let me see this second video. This one says he spent $5,000 on her and she ain't want to give him the cheeks.
$5,000? Where's she flying from?
So let me explain to y'all. Let me explain to y'all the story. I flew this way from Indiana. You know what I'm saying? Been talking to her on Instagram for months. You feel me? I was spent damn near 5 G's on this. She thought she don't want nobody to touch her. You mean we can leave? First of all, hold up. First she told me she don't even fly Spirit, right? Then talking about she don't fly Spirit. Okay, so I get her so I get her Delta. That's damn near 600-700 last minute, right? Okay. So plus her bags, check-in, all that shit. We go get her the Uber, all that shit. Then I'm damn near at 2 G's already. So we get here. First night I'm being a whole gentleman. Have you not? Have I not been a gentleman to you though? Have I not did anything? But you should have knew what it was if I flew you out here though. I don't want.
That's true.
She said she ain't gotta fuck if she don't wanna fuck.
But that's true, and it's and at the end of the day, what he said is you know is true. Why do all that? That's true. But to her defense, like I don't have to do anything. So I mean, like I said, she said she don't have to do anything that she don't want to do. That's not wrong.
I think a lot of niggas be so set on the money that they spend on a girl, and they like, bro, I spend all this fucking money on.
But
you.
Nobody's forcing them to do that, P. Nobody's forcing them to do that. Nobody's.
No, I'm just saying that's how niggas. Yeah, I
yeah.
feel you. I just think a lot of niggas have their mindset on that. Like, bitch, I spend all this fucking money.
I get what you're saying, but like, there needs to be some sort of level of transparency, and even if there is, that still doesn't guarantee you anything. You know, because they could just not do anything. What are you gonna do then? Beat her ass? You can't do that. You could do that, but you're gonna go to jail.
So don't condone that. It's fucked up. Yeah, y'all niggas, man. I guess, bro. How many instances do we have of women flying niggas out? Does that ever happen?
Not that I hear of.
Why not? Why is that only a one-way show? Why is it only like guys flying? I want to get flown out. I want to get slutted out and flown. I don't. I'm just joking, but this is like, just think about it. What if some old lady, it was like, hey, I want to fly you out to Santorini. Come see me. Like some sugar mama shit. You know what? I think that's the instance where it happens. Like when niggas got like sugar mamas and shit, I think that might be the instance. I'll buy you that PS5 you wanted, baby. Remember that shit?
Nah.
Hey, Ryan, remember that shit? Get your black ass back
in
this house. I made collard greens neck boys. Get your ass back in this fucking...
Get off from out the streets.
It was an Instagram skit some nigga made or some Facebook.
Bro, that shit was fucking fun. That shit was hilarious.
His fucking sugar mama called him, telling his ass to get back out the streets.
Get out the street.
But I think that's the instance where it happens though, where niggas got sugar mamas. Yeah, some lady, Brandon, come out. I'm gonna fly you out to Santorini. I'm not talking about now. I'm talking about like say you, nah, never mind. Man, we gonna sit here and be talking about this shit too long. That's all we have for that, guys. Niggas, stop expecting sex out of women that you fly out. Sometimes it might not happen. Just be this nigga said. His excuse was, I've been a gentleman this whole time. Yeah, you guys just, a woman ain't gonna do what she don't want to do. No matter how much of a gentleman you are to her, like, if she don't want to do it, she just don't want to do it.
They're just gonna milk that cow until they feel it's time to sell them. Cut them up, make some beef.
Alright, guys, we're gonna move on to the music segment. We only got a couple things for music. And then we will move on to sports and the Q&A segment. The first thing we have for music, I thought this was pretty funny, but R. Kelly reportedly owes a prison $140,000, but he only has $28,000 to his name. Says R. Kelly, how do you owe a prison?
Trapped in the car.
How do you owe a prison money? R. Kelly reportedly owes the prison that he's in $140,000, but he only has $28,000 in his books. Due to this, his money will be seized and he could lose it all. According to Law and Crime, after learning that the multi-platinum singer and convicted sex predator hasn't paid his court-imposed fines, prosecutors asked a federal judge on Thursday to turn over the substantial funds that they located in R. Kelly's inmate trust account. Yeah, he owes them niggas $140,000. Only has $28,000. I'm pretty sure he has more money than that, though. How much do you think he's worth right now?
I don't know,
It's just not in his books.
I don't know.
He says he's built over a fortune of $100 million, but right now it says he's worth $2 million. I don't understand how you can accumulate a fortune that big and get down to that low. I don't understand how you can do that, because Mike Tyson did that shit too. Luckily, Mike Tyson's still good, but I don't understand how you can make that much money and go back. This nigga accumulate over $100 million and is worth $2 now. How does that happen? I think Chris Tucker the same thing. Chris Tucker, he got a substantial amount of money.
That lavish lifestyle, bro.
Jesus Christ, bro. Well, they do say that, like, the person that you are before money, you're going to be the same person that you were before. Like, your money habits are going to be the same regardless.
That's true? You're going to wait and see?
I have to wait and see, I mean, but I don't think I'm bad with money now, but, I mean, can't really do nothing else but wait and see. And that's fucking crazy, though. But $140,000 on fines and shit like that, I don't feel sorry for R. Kelly or anything he's going through.
Yeah, I don't either.
I didn't know that you could owe a prison money. I didn't know it. But under those guidelines, I guess it's possible. What's the next two things? You see what he said?
No.
We'll get to that in sports. But Isaiah Rashad, your favorite. No, let me stop.
Favorite rapper?
Yeah, well, he's a good guy, man. He's a good rapper. The dad can rap. I was gonna say something else, but he's a good guy. 19 Isaiah Rashad songs leaked the other day on SoundCloud. They have been taken down, but they are on YouTube for those wondering. They are really, really good. I think these are like some of the songs he was recording before his album that we talked about a lot. The House is Burning came out. It's 19 songs, a lot of songs. Some of them are short, some of them over 4 minutes, but most of them are like 3.5 minute median range. But they're really good. I think he's I don't want to say special. He's a very unique artist. He's a unique artist because I think he has that vibe of music. I think the shit is called Music for the Vibers. I think that's what they named it. Somebody had I have it on my phone now. I was going to play this shit earlier, but can't do that because we're going to get flagged. But
that is true.
He's a very unique artist. Like, the sound of his music, like I think the Viber thing, the thing that they put, like, Music for the Vibers, like, it's perfect. It's like, that's the perfect name for this music. And it could be found on YouTube now. I think they have, like, a playlist of all the songs. But
that makes sense.
The music
I see what you're saying.
The music is really good. Like, and I think it got taken down because I think some of these he's probably going to still release. But yeah, it was really good. It wasn't anything. I mean, the whole collection wasn't as good as the album was because of course these are like throwaway songs. But some of these could have fucking made the album, honestly, because some of these shits are really well produced and put together and they sound really good. Like he has a very unique style of music that I think a lot of people can vibe with. Yeah. So if y'all want to check it out, man, it's called Music for the Vibers. It's on YouTube. They took it off SoundCloud because I'm assuming that he's still gonna do something with some of these songs. But yeah. Shout out to Isaiah Rashad, man.
Shout out, man. I'll listen to it probably later today or something.
Yeah, because I sent him the link, but that shit was gone already off of SoundCloud. I think we've talked about this before a while ago, but our opinions could have changed up until this point because music always changes. Rap always changes. Nigga styles always change. But this was posted on Instagram. They said, who is the next big 3 rappers after Drake, Cole, and Kendrick? So I would assume that it would be rappers that we know of now that have a little buzz. Of course, can't name anybody that hasn't been released yet, but who would you say be the next big 3? Before I give my opinion. Damn, can't think of anybody. Rap is just fucked up now, huh?
I'd probably say Joey.
Joey.
If he's really gonna solidify his comeback and he's gonna start releasing music consistently, I'd say Joey. I'd say JID.
Okay, that's a good pick. JID's a good pick.
I'd say.
I didn't even think of him.
And I think if he
Lil
consistently.
Baby was the picture on here. He was the picture that they chose.
I don't really. I'm not gonna say I don't think of him as that caliber of artist. I do, but I kind of put him in the same genre, not genre, like same kind of. That's hard to say. I'm thinking about younger than that.
Lil Baby's still pretty young. I don't know how old he is, but I think he's still pretty young. I don't think there's gonna be anybody that's on the caliber of them 3 niggas at all. I could think that we could sit here and say, it could be. I like JID a lot. I think JID was a good pick because I didn't think of him.
Yeah.
Because I do think JID could elevate into a superstar level. I do think that he has that caliber.
Yeah.
Joey, I don't know because I think Joey.
I think
to reach that caliber of those 3, Drake, Cole, and Kendrick, you have to reach that superstar level that they are. And I don't think anybody right now can reach that level that they have reached, especially Drake. We got to take Drake out of the equation because it's just not even fair. But Kendrick and Cole, I don't think there's anybody that right now that
you know
can
what?
actually reach
And it's
that
a
level.
different time now. You know why? Because Drake and not Drake. Say for instance we keep Drake in there.
Mm-hmm.
Cole and Kendrick and Drake, if we want to put them in there, they came about in a time where a lot of the music was starting to get different. It was more hype and all that kind of shit. And to be honest, at that point, hip hop was getting to the point of being dead. There wasn't rappers like that. And right now, as of today, a lot of people can actually rap because they took notice to, okay, well, all these like Drake, Kendrick, and Cole coming out, they can rap. Let me perform my ability. Like
They inspired another generation.
They inspired another generation, and people can rap. People can put bars together. Definitely now more so than back in those days
Mm-hmm.
when it was dying. Okay, I'm not saying 90s. I'm saying back at that point where it was about to be, kind of like just cut.
Yeah.
So I think now in this generation, people have you can have a solid background in like rapping, wordplay, and doing all that kind of shit. More so, there's artists there's artists coming up now that can do that.
Yeah. I think back then around that time, music was starting to like that. Because I think Nas put that album out around that time. Hip Hop is Dead. I think that was like 08 or some shit like that. 07, 08. But yeah, I think Drake, Cole, and Kendrick.
Well, you see what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, they were like a breath of fresh air. They were so different than anything that was coming out around that time.
And now it's now to the point that people can rap. We talking about a lot of people that can rap. We talking about Freddie can rap. We talking about fucking Joey. We talking about Isaiah. We talking about a lot of people can rap.
There's a lot of great rappers now. Yeah, I feel that. That's a good point. That's why I don't think that there's anybody. Right, there's nobody right now that I think can reach that caliber of level that them niggas can reach. That they have reached. I don't think there's anybody that can do that. I would like to think JID and Joey, and I like Joey a lot. I don't even think Isaiah, because I think Isaiah has that type of music to where I don't think a lot of people will fuck with it. And that shit that happened, that fucking sex tape leak shit, a lot, how niggas will feel about that. But
yeah,
I don't think there's anybody right now that can reach that level, man.
That's true.
That's fucked up.
Like I said, it's a different time. Like it's a different dynamic right now.
I would hope that something does happen to where we get another Cole, Drake, and Kendrick. I would really hope. I hope that happens.
Yeah.
But music changes all the time. That shit might be some fucking robot sound.
But like I said, I don't think music is what it is. It used to be.
Yeah, it's not.
Like the quality of music.
There's rappers that still respect the hip hop craft and still have the love for hip hop, but
it's not.
Will they break that fucking threshold of being a superstar and be able to be at a mainstream level? Because that's the thing you have to do. You have to be able to take that style of music
and transcend
and transcend to that mainstream level to still be able to make great music that's on the radio, that's on fucking TikTok now.
And we talking about people like rappers that go from Drake level to just singing and multifaceted to fucking, we talking about rapping and we talking about like a R&B type feel album. Yeah. We talking about Cole coming out and making these type of music, you know, Cole and Kendrick straight rapping, straight bars, you know, coming out and dropping music like that. So, I don't know, man.
Somebody commented and said, why is J. Cole on this list? I'm sitting here looking at it. They said, why is J. Cole up there? Shut up.
Just sound like a hater.
Shut up. Just shut up, you fucking idiot. All right, that's all we got for music, guys. Yeah. Who do y'all think? Because I can't think of anybody that would be legitimate. So who do y'all think would be? I guess we'll put this on TikTok. Who do y'all think would be the next big three of rap after Cole, Drake, and Kendrick? Who's the next big three, guys? Comment on anything on YouTube or whatever you guys think. Because I don't think there is anybody. Not right now, at least. The first day we have for sports, Aaron Rodgers. He's one of the best quarterbacks that we've ever seen in NFL history. Is he not? Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He says psychedelics helped him win back-to-back MVP awards. Rodgers credited, I don't know how to say this word. Right there.
I don't know how to say it either, bro, to be honest with
It's psychedelics. He credited them with helping his mental health and giving him unconditional self-love, which improved his relationships with teammates and people in his life. In a recent interview, quarterback Aaron Rodgers shocked football fans as he attributes his latest success on the field to a psychedelic plant found in South America. That's what it is. Aaron Rodgers was on the Aubrey Marcus podcast when he was talking about consuming the plant and having a psychedelic experience that improved his mental health and helped him spiritually, which led him to winning back-to-back MVPs. The quarterback said about the plant and experience, he said, quote, I think there's so many myths and rumors, negative framework of it, that it is the experience, not the deep and meaningful and crazy mind-expanding possibilities, and also deep self-love and healing that can happen on the other side of this experience. Rodgers added that the experience made him feel freer, which helped him be better as a leader, as a teammate, as a friend, as a lover. So have the sex game, man, yeah. I really feel like that experience paved the way for me to have the best season of my career. The plant, which I don't know how to say, it contains DMT, and has been used for centuries as a medicine and spiritual healing drink. Rodgers hopes that the telling of his positive experience will help change negative views surrounding psychedelics as treatment for those who need them. The name of the plant is AYAHA. I'm sorry, I can't. I'm sitting here looking at it. I'm still spelling it wrong. HYA. It's not even H.
Give me the fucking phone, dude. What is it?
Stop. Secretions. AYA. HUASCA.
Damn, bro, lick your lips, bro.
How do you think? How do you think this pronounced?
Let me see.
How to pronounce it? Secretions.
Ayahuasca.
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 Secretions.
Ayahuasca.
I guess. What I want to know is that plant not considered a drug?
I'm gonna stay away from this.
What's the league's policy on drugs?
I'm gonna stay away from this, bro. I'm not gonna say.
The NFL drug policy, 2021.
Couple problems with I have with this. I'll say this at least.
Football's policy and program on substance and abuse still states explicitly that the NFLPA prohibit players from the illegal use, possession, or distribution of drugs, including but not limited to cocaine, marijuana, and synthetic cannabinoids. Opiates and opioids, they got a whole list of shit right here. Does it say anything about psychedelics? I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. PHP, MDMA, whatever that is. Don't say anything about
Aren't those psychedelics? PHP and MDA?
PCP?
PCP is a psychedelic, isn't it? PCP is a psychedelic, bro.
I don't know about this one, guys. This is a tough one. This is a tough one right here, but say what you're going to say, though.
One, I think, like, I get what you're trying to do, but, like, I really don't think you thought this through, because you're literally going on a podcast. You have a professional career saying that you taking drugs and all that kind of stuff. And if somebody else were to say this kind of stuff, you bet your ass as soon as they left that podcast, they'd get a call from Roger Goodell. Hey, bro, surprise testing. I'll be testing you tomorrow.
That's facts. That is 100% facts. I'm glad you said it before me.
B, your personal experience with experimentation of psychedelic drugs and putting it into the level of football, and we're talking about growing a fan base from a very young age and allegiance that people hold to teams, is not a good. It doesn't mesh well, because you're essentially you may have a good experience, but me and P, we can differ, bro, because not that we've done it, but we've heard people talk about taking specifically those compounds that you've said, and they've had completely different, effects. Because we haven't done it, but we've heard a lot of stories about this kind of stuff from our friends.
Yeah, somebody told me a DMT story before that I've known.
So,
yeah. I was joking.
And you got to perceive like how these fans are gonna take it. You're kind of like openly encouraging people to do it and like be more open to it, but in this kind of world, bro, in the time that we live in now, that's not a good idea.
That's facts, because there are kids that could look up to Aaron Rodgers that are like, oh, is this making him perform well? And I want to be a quarterback, and I want to be as great as him. Let me do it too.
And you got to understand the effects that it has on people long term, and they can always come back and say, if one of their role models is doing it, why isn't it okay for me to do it? And you're encouraging, you may have had a positive experience, and it's opened up doors for you, but I'm telling you, for the most part, doing all that kind of shit, like, it's not going to be good. It's just not.
On the other side of that, do you believe that drugs like marijuana and DMT have helped people? Like Wayne was on lean and shit like that and smoking weed.
To a fault.
Bob Marley was smoked out on that Reggie.
To a fault. Like, I believe, like, I haven't really done, I haven't done drugs to know enough about that kind of shit. So, like, I can't say that for sure, but, like, I mean, I see people, like, they perform better, like, when they fucking doing, doing certain things and shit like that. People, I heard the other day, some dude at school, he was like, I made Dean's List, and he was smoking. Like, he was smoking tree, bro. Burning down during the semester. He made Dean's List the second time. And I'm like, damn, bro, you could do it like that? He's like, yeah, man, I can do it like that. Yeah, man, getting down. So, I don't know, man. And some people, it helps their pain. It helps them alleviate certain, stuff that they have.
I wish y'all could laugh right now.
So
this is inside stuff here.
I don't know, man. Like,
I totally agree, because if this with what you said, the first your A point. If this was Lamar Jackson on the podcast, and he said he did this same shit,
Goodell would call him
this
up.
This nigga would have been called the minute he got back out of that fucking interview. After that shit went viral.
Hey, bro, drug test tomorrow. See you then.
That's facts. That is facts, guys.
And you know what? It'd be a lot more fucking uproar on social media about that. Oh, he's encouraging my kids to do drugs and all that kind of stuff. This? No, I didn't.
You didn't even hear about it.
You know why? And you know what? I'm gonna say this because a lot of people, I feel like, and because one of my boys, one of our boys listens to this stuff. He's saying, "Oh, y'all don't give enough support to other races and all that kind of stuff." We come on this podcast, and from our perspective, we're old. I feel like we're old.
And this is a very, let me say this is a very slim. This is from a slim amount of episodes that he's seen that he made that episode, that opinion.
Yeah.
He said, because we have. Let me just say that we definitely have, but this was just a very slim spectrum of episodes that because he hasn't watched every single episode, heard every single episode. So
you guys need to support other races. You guys are always bashing Caucasian people, white people, and saying all this kind of stuff about them and all. Like, you should show more support. I'm gonna tell y'all, and we've seen stuff just like on social media posts about it. So I want to let this be known, like, going forward. I mean, people probably skip this clip when they post it out and post it, when we get to that level. And like I said, we don't care what race you are. Stupidity has no face,
Yeah, we hold you to the same
standards.
No matter what. We've done that consistently on this podcast.
We try to give our opinions as unbiased as we can. We approach this podcast with as much common sense as we possibly can, because at the end of the day, both of our families, we raised us with some common sense. So a lot of this stuff that we talk about, it should be common sense. We learn to treat people equally. We try to approach these issues with, as much unbiased as we can. So we don't love as much, one type of person more than the other. Okay. We try to treat everybody equally. With that being said, a lot of people can screw our opinions. I mean, you could be like, oh, y'all people just like automatically favor black people, hate white people, yada, yada, yada. And that's not how it is.
It's not all.
So,
the proof is on the episodes.
Yeah.
They're there.
All you got to do is just go through the episodes and look at it, and you'll actually understand our point of view, and you'll understand that we ain't no fools. We're not stupid.
So that's why I made that point. His opinion from that was just vary from the slim amount of shit that he's seen. So and that's all it was.
And that's the reason. Me and P, we just thought, we thought we both touched on that point there, because at the end of the day, whether you like it or not, if it was a black quarterback saying that, that's exactly what the protocol would be. He would have got tested, whether you believe it or not. It would be the exact same thing, and social media would be on fucking fire right now. He's not a role model. No, I can't believe I was having my kid watch somebody who's taking drugs. It would be that. It would literally be that on social media. And for anybody who's saying otherwise, you're fucking dead wrong. You know you're wrong.
Yeah. Deshaun Watson, his suspension has finally been announced.
Yeah.
The league has been debating on this, the NFLPA and the league, and all these fucking higher-ups. They've been debating on what the suspension is going to be for a long time. 6 games after probing the sexual assault and misconduct complaints. 6 games. The season is 17 games. Season now, a game up from what it was before, 16. Last year was the first year of the 17-game season that we've ever had. 6 games, guys, for sexual assault. I think all the settlements have been paid out by the Houston Texans to all the fucking victims. Because I think it was like 20 out of like 24 at the time I saw it, but I think all have been settled now up until this point. Do you think 6 games was enough for what he did? No. But you think a full season would have been better? And I'm kind of glad he didn't go to the Falcons, because he was going to sign with the Falcons before he went to the Browns. That was a team that looked like he was going to go to.
Yeah, I don't think it's enough anyway, because if you doing that much shit, if you're doing that much shit with women, bro, you probably don't need to be playing, to be honest with you. But then when I think about it from
I ain't gonna say that.
Well, if you think about it from the other
some
perspective,
of it was consensual.
That's what I said.
Okay.
When you think about it from the other side, a lot of these women took the money.
Yeah.
So, all of them took the money.
Yeah.
Because all he got was a 6-game suspension. All of them took the money. So at some fault, there may be some truth in it, and there may be some like falsification going on. So at the end of the day, no, I don't think he had enough time, but I'll take it back that he probably needs to be suspended indefinitely, because at the end of the day, it shows them taking the money as their character, and that character speaks that they could have been lying, or they could have been telling the truth, but no one knows. Yeah. So
he's a very good player. He's a really, really good young player. But I'm gonna read, because after the suspension was announced, the amount of games people were posting on social media of other suspensions for different incidents that have happened around the NFL. Let's start with Josh Gordon. He was suspended 78 games combined, like all of his suspensions, for smoking weed. 78 games.
Damn.
Smoking weed. Calvin Ridley, Falcons wide receiver. He had lost his entire season this year for betting on his team while he was injured. 17 games. Now think about that, guys, because I know that was the main thing people are mad about. This guy got suspended a whole season for gambling, $1,500. But the severity of Calvin Ridley is he was betting on the team he was playing on at the time. That's why they made that punishment a little bit more severe, because that could go hand in hand of like fixing games and shit like that. So that's why they gave him an entire season. I don't agree with
the equivalency of insider trading.
Yeah, I don't agree with the whole season that he should be suspended. And that is my team too. That's another reason why. But 17 games he got. Darren Waller of the Raiders, he got 16 games for substance abuse. Vontaze Burfict, a couple years ago, this was a little while back, 12 games for a helmet-to-helmet hit, and he plays football. 12 games for a helmet-to-helmet hit. He plays the game of football, guys. I've never agreed
Mason
with...
Rudolph?
No. Vontaze Burfict.
Oh.
Oh, on Mason Rudolph? That what you? I think it was. I think it was on Mason Rudolph. How you know that? This guy, his sports knowledge been getting a lot better, guys. DeAndre Hopkins, 6 games this year for performance-enhancing drugs. He suspended the first 6 games. 4 games, Plaxico Burress for accidentally shooting himself in the leg.
In the club. I remember that, when the gun slid on his leg.
Vincent Jackson of the Buccaneers, 3 games for driving without a license. And again, Deshaun Watson.
Whoa! Rewind. What?
It says 3 games driving without a license. I don't remember that, but...
Damn, bro. I mean, damn.
Deshaun Watson, 24 plus sexual misconduct lawsuits, and he got 6 games.
Too much money at stake, P. We both agree on that.
For Cleveland, too, yeah, for the Browns. Now, the NFL has appealed this suspension, so now they're trying to see, because usually when you appeal your suspension, that you are able to play out the year until everything else is resolved. So I don't know if that's going to happen, or if we're going to see what happens, though, before the season starts, because the season's going to start next month, the regular season. He's definitely not going to play in the preseason, I believe.
Preseason starting this month, right?
It's starting now, like next week,
Okay.
I believe. The Hall of Fame game was the other day. Yeah, it's about to be the best time of year, guys. Coming up, football season, man. Hope y'all niggas is ready. I just hate it because it's gonna get cold soon. That's the only thing I hate about this season.
I love it.
Fucking hate that shit. But yeah, man, 6 games. Calvin really got 17 games.
I think it's gonna be a real good season.
Oh, it's gonna be a real good season. Yeah, it definitely is.
Last season was probably the best season, and I
Playoffs
think
was really
even it's gonna be even better this year.
Playoffs was really good last year, guys.
Yeah, that was real good.
Best time of the fucking year.
Best
guys.
football season I've seen in a couple
I'm
years.
excited for college too. I'm just
You
excited
don't
for
be
football.
really
Period.
watching college football like that.
Like the
Ryan
last couple
did.
years, I've been more. Yeah, Ryan's put me on more to college football. I fuck with college football now, not NFL level, but yeah. Brittney Griner, she was found guilty for drug possession in Russia the other day. Found guilty of drug smuggling with criminal intent in a Russian court. I will say I don't agree with those charges. I don't agree with the criminal intent, but it is Russia. We talked about it many times. I agree with what Brandon has said. It is a different country. You cannot think that Russia is going to have the same laws and regulations as the United States. I agree with that. I don't agree with that, though. Drug smuggling with criminal intent. Do you agree with that?
No.
Okay. Griner is considered by a court to be a political pawn in Russia's war with Ukraine. Griner told the court, quote, "I've never meant to hurt anybody. I never meant to put anyone in jeopardy in the Russian population. I never meant to break any laws here. I made an honest mistake, and I hope that in your ruling that it doesn't end my life here. I know everybody is talking about political pawns and politics, but I hope that it is far from this courtroom." It's a pretty good statement, but
I feel like I kind of probably left out something per se, I guess, last week. Because remember the situation we brought up in exchange of, there was a teacher that we're talking about additional with Brittney Griner. And the situation was, we're going to exchange these two, the freedom for them in Russia, for a notorious arms dealer that's killed some U.S. citizens.
Yeah, they're still trying to make that deal. For those that don't know, they're still trying to do a prisoner swap. Brittney Griner for one of the guys they're trying to swap for is a terrorist.
And the question that I posed, and my side, I'll tell you what my side is, because, you know, like I said, I'm not going to be stifled from giving my opinion on this kind of stuff. I don't think I should be, because it's my opinion, you know. I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have gave somebody who's a notorious like arms dealer and contributed to American deaths or anything like that. I wouldn't have made that exchange. I wouldn't have done. Me in this position.
But they haven't done it yet.
I understand that,
Okay.
but what I pose as a question is, what would you do? Or what would you do?
So what they're trying to do is, Brittney Griner comes back to America, and America gives them the terrorists. They give Russia the terrorists.
Yeah, the arms dealer. Terrorist.
So what do you think happens when they swap? I'm just asking, like, what happens next? When that happens, what do you see happening when they swap them?
Exchanging information.
Okay.
And don't you think it'll be some sort of relevant information to some degree if he's been locked up in the U.S. for X amount of years?
Yeah, they fucking niggas in the ass over there. Is that what he gonna say? Or what else could he say? Some other shit. I mean, I don't know. I'm asking. I'm making a joke, but I'm just asking.
You'd figure that somebody who got exchanged, they would want be like, hey, man, we got you out of jail.
Oh, okay.
You need to do something for us. You really think that they wouldn't do that? And he's back in his own country? And
Oh, he's from Russia.
yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay. And there was somebody else, too. It's another guy. There's 2 guys they're trying to swap her for.
Yeah.
But anyways, we'll get back to that in a second. But she was sentenced to 9 years in prison.
Yeah.
9 years she was sentenced in Russian prison. They are saying that if the swap does happen, that I think that that sentence could be reduced. I don't know if they'll pardon her, because how do you pardon? I mean, I don't know. I guess when you swap, it's like if they swap Brittney Griner, that 9 year sentence it was in Russia, so it was like, is that voided? Is that voided when you
I don't
swap
know,
her?
man,
You
to be
give her
honest.
back to
I don't
America?
know.
It's like,
I've never really thought about this swap stuff. Like, the only thing I've seen this into play is
That's my
fucking
question.
Man on Fire. So, I don't know.
ooh, that movie's overrated too. Nah, I'm joking, guys.
What?
I'm joking. But, like, that's my question. Like, when she comes over, if they swap her and she comes back to America, is that prison sentence voided? Like, is that just thrown out the window, that 9-year sentence? Because I do think that 9 years is a little extreme, but it is Russia.
They probably make her serve a couple months to a year.
Do you think that 9 years was extreme?
Of course it was. Yeah, of course.
That was
like
very
I said, she's a political pawn.
President Biden put out a press release from the White House, a statement actually. So this was on August 4th. He asked for Brittney Griner's immediate release. As it says, statement by President Joe Biden on sentencing of wrongfully detained American Brittney Griner. It says, quote, today American citizen Brittney Griner received a prison sentence that is one more reminder of what the world we already knew. Russia is wrongfully detaining Brittney. It's unacceptable, and I call on Russia to release her immediately so she can be with her wife, loved ones, friends, and teammates. My administration will continue to work tirelessly and pursue every possible avenue to bring Brittney and Paul Whelan home safely as soon as possible. Okay, so they have him over in Russia too. They're trying to get Paul and Brittney back over here for the fucking terrorists, which I don't know the terrorist's name. So, we'll see what happens, man. But yeah, 9 years is what she was sentenced to. We've been talking about this for the last couple weeks. Because I think like 2 episodes ago, the actual picture for the episode was Brittney Griner. But yeah, man, 9 years, and we're going to see what happens next. But I see Brian's point with the terrorist thing. Because you know what? Ryan actually brought that up too after he heard our episode about this. I think last week or the week before, he was like, bro, what do you think about that? I was working though, so I didn't really get to get my answer. He was like, bro, how do you feel about that terrorist shit though? Like, how do you feel about them swapping? He actually asked that question. Yeah, but I didn't get a chance to answer it. So that was the thought that provoked his mind as well.
Because at the end of the day, yeah, she did make a mistake, but at the end of the day, this is her. You know, you go into another country, you have to have some sort of expectation.
Yeah. And
why should we be held indirectly accountable or directly accountable for that kind of stuff? You know? Because that's what it is. We're it's kind of like we're on like ball and chain here.
I just hope she comes home, man, because that shit is just... I know that it's different rules and regulations and laws over there, but just me, I still have to think about it. It's just like what it was. It's just like it was, the weed pen, whatever. It was something that small to be sentenced to 9 years for. I know it's another country, but it's just like...
I just want people to know, like, for future reference, man, don't just be going to other countries wilding out, man, because you can't be doing that shit. Because a lot of other countries, they're not... Like they're not the U.S. You know, because people don't really understand how good they have it over here, and other countries are not tolerant of this kind of shit. And to be honest, they can make an example out of Americans if they know you're American. A lot of people don't like Americans. Y'all didn't know.
Shout out DJ Esco, 56 nights, right?
Oh yeah, locked up
for weed, locked up in Dubai for 56 nights. Shout out to that, brother. But yeah.
It was one of the biggest hits, though.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. The last thing we have for sports, man, we want to give a RIP out to NBA legend Bill Russell, who passed away the other day at the age of 88. He got the most rings in NBA history, 11 championships with the Boston Celtics. They say he passed away peacefully after he had a long illness. I don't remember what the illness was, but yeah, man, he's definitely an NBA legend and pioneer. The NBA Finals MVP trophy is named after him. So we definitely want to give a rest in peace out to Bill Russell because he's definitely changed the game. He played for, think about a black man playing for the Boston Celtics franchise around that time he started playing. Just think about that. Just think about the shit that he's seen and endured. And, you know, he was a civil rights activist as well. He did a lot of shit. Just want to give rest in peace out to that brother, man, because that was some shit. That was pretty sad to see. Like, damn, Bill Russell just passed away, man. But everybody has to go sometime, I guess, man. That's the world we live in, correct? Everybody got to go at some point. Rest in peace, Bill Russell, man. Just want to say that. And that's all we got for sports, guys. So that's going to lead us into the last segment of the day, guys. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
It's a new one. No, it's not a new one. Q&A segment, guys. If you got any questions that you want to send us, send it to socialjunkeypod@gmail.com for our Q&A segment. Anything that you want us to debate about. We saved this question for a couple weeks because we had some other things to talk about for Q&A segment, or we didn't do the Q&A segment because we were low on time with other shit that we talked about. We didn't even really have that. I talked about it last week, bro. We didn't even have that much shit on this list, and we still over an hour and a half. We didn't even have that much shit to talk about. Shit's crazy. But
I
this
don't
is
know.
list.
I don't know. I don't know if we've been going into depth about everything in particular. I don't know, because we've been really trying to just cut it down, but you can't really stifle. You can't really stop when you get a ball rolling. You know, you can't really stop when you say, "Oh, that's going too deep. Let's stop." You can't do that. You know, especially when you have a podcast.
I think
you
this
just
is
can't.
my most censored episode because there's a lot of things I was gonna say, and then there's shit that I gotta take out. But anyways, the question for this week, guys, we've been saving. This is a pretty flat, simple question. But the question for this week for the Q&A segment is marriage a necessity to you, and why? Mac Main actually posted this. Young Money Mac Main, affiliation with Lil Wayne, if y'all don't know. Longtime friend of Lil Wayne and manager, he actually tweeted this, but I thought it was a good question. Is marriage a necessity to you, and why? Pass it to you, brother.
Nah, bro, I'm always going first, bro. You first, bro.
Oh, because you're going to steal my answer, because my answer is better than yours.
Yes.
Okay.
Because as time goes on, more and more, the thought of marriage and the ideology of marriage is kind of just going away. And maybe if it does come back, more people will be faithful to each other. And maybe we can get to that point of where it's going to be less of this, you know, fuck shit going on, you know? And I think, me personally, you know, I think it's something important, man, to be. I don't know how it goes to be with somebody for such a long time. I definitely don't understand it, but I would be open to it, especially if it's the right person, the person that makes you happy.
You said you don't understand how it feels to be with somebody for
No, I don't understand how people. I don't understand. Be
married for so long.
For so long,
okay.
Right? Because I'm not in that position. I've yet to get married, so I definitely don't understand it from that point. But I can understand being with somebody and them making you happy and, you know, making it solidified and all that kind of stuff. But I think nowadays, like I said, marriage is not thought about. Everybody's just fucking around. Everybody's just not serious about this kind of shit. So the institution of marriage, like you pledging yourself to somebody else and be like, yo, thick and thin, we're going to see this shit through and we're going to be good, you know? Let's try to do that instead of, or let me just go out here and bust as many nuts as I can, and every type of female have 8 different kids. Don't you think anything is better than that? I mean, maybe it's a difference in opinion, man. That's what.
So you feel like it's a necessity, but it's not as important as it once was. Pretty much. All in all.
It's definitely not as important as people think it is now. People don't hold marriage up to that. People, you know.
So why is it a necessity?
I think to get back to what what we're kind of missing, like as far as relationship. Okay. I think it lacks a lot of perspective, and I think a lot of misfortune that happens nowadays with that kind of stuff is contributing to that. Like I feel like it's contributing for that, not wanting marriage.
So you still want to get married?
I still want to get married. Yeah. I don't believe that there's a set time frame to get married. I think you should
get married after a week, 2 weeks.
Yeah, I do that.
Didn't Biggie do that with Faith Evans? He did do that.
He did do that.
Bitch, I love you. I want you to be my wife. I love you, bitch. I love you. You see my list when I did that. Bitch, I love you. I love you. But I do think it is a necessity for all the right answers of, you want your children to see a fucking, what's the word?
Established,
steady household. You want children to be, I think for all the right reasons, it's a necessity. But when you peel the skin back and you look at the reality of everything that's going on, peel the skin back.
You go with that freak
when
shit,
you pull the skin back of that orange, and you really take a look at that orange, and you see the rotten core of that orange. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say. But it's like, I have personally seen and heard so much fucked up shit, even when I was living in Florida, because I was thinking about an incident that I heard about in Florida a while back. Like, so much shit that I've seen with married people. Because I know there's a lot of people that probably seen fucked up shit that's happened in marriages too, because I'm not going to say I'm the only one that has, of course. But it's like, when you see certain shit and hear certain stories and just, even that shit on Reddit that I was reading, like the Reddit stories about people reading about their fucking wife walking into the fucking bathroom on their fucking wedding day and shit like that. So many stories instill fear in me, I guess, of getting married, and like Brandon said, y'all see the way that shit is now. It's this social media age. Everybody's fucking each other. Everybody's fucking in everybody's DMs. Everybody's getting flown out by niggas. Married women are getting flown out by niggas. So much shit is happening. It makes you like get to the point like, bro, fuck all that marriage shit, bro. Like, and can you say that niggas is wrong for saying that?
No,
you can't say that. Nobody can say that. So like I said, I feel like, yeah, it's a necessity for all those right answers of, yeah, building a household, letting your children, if you got children with somebody, letting your children see establishment and see longevity in a relationship. Yeah, that's great. But when you fucking, like I said, when you peel that motherfucker back, and you I just like to see this nigga's facial reaction. When you fucking peel that shit back and you see the reality of shit that's going on out here, shit is fucked up out here, bro. Shit is fucked up, dog. Shit is fucked up. I have heard and seen so much shit, and it scares me. Not to say that it'll happen to me when I get married, of course, but because every relationship and situation is not the same. But it's just like marriage ain't the same as what it once was, bro. This ain't the era that marriage was glorified. It's not like that anymore, bro. It should be, like you said, it should be. Like Brandon was saying, it should get back to that. And of course, we want people to get back to that in their relationships, but that shit is not the reality anymore, bro. I don't think a lot of people. I think we need to ask. This is another question we need to take to the streets. Like, do people still look at? I want to know the people that are in their 20s. Do people in their 20s still look at marriage as a necessity? Because I think the answer would be different from a 30-year-old and a 20-year-old. I think people in their 20s will give a different answer than people in their 30s.
I think so too.
So I want to know for like the younger crowd, like, is marriage a necessity to you guys? Because I know we all, like, when we were in school, we were taught, 2-parent household, with kids in the house with the white picket fence and shit like that. Like, that's the American dream and all that type of shit. That's what was instilled in us that we should do. But niggas don't give a fuck about that no more. Niggas is thinking about the fucking shit now is single moms that got a couple kids in their house and their baby daddy is at another house with a bitch, or he with somebody else. He got a couple kids from that bitch. That's what's going on now. Shit like that. Shit ain't the same no more, dog. So I think it should be a necessity, but the era that we're in now, I think we're fucked. As far as like marriage being a necessity anymore, I don't think anybody cares about that shit anymore. Of course, there's people that do. What I'm saying, like as a whole, for the generation that we're in now, I don't think people give a fuck. I don't think niggas care. But they should though. I know you hungry. You hungry, ain't you? What you got?
I'm actually alright.
What you got to eat?
A sandwich.
From Publix?
Yeah.
You got the monster cheese on there?
No.
We fucked up. Anyways, guys, I don't know, man. This is really sad to think about. Cause it's just like, bro.
You want to cry?
That doesn't make me want to cry, but it's just like, it should be a necessity to everybody. But everybody's so selfish, man. Everybody's selfish, bro. A lot of people are selfish nowadays, man.
Yep.
Everybody's selfish. And like I said, social media, we've said it on here many times, social media has fucked up this era and this generation because
the mentality in
everybody wants a bitch with a fat ass and big titties because that's all they see on Instagram. That's all niggas see on Instagram. Damn, let me like this, let me follow this bitch. You niggas that be following all the girls that got fat asses, y'all niggas weird. I be seeing y'all, and I know a couple of y'all. Don't do that. I see y'all. Like every time I go on Instagram and I see some shit and I go to the page and it says the people that follow them, it be y'all same niggas. And it be many girls. So I'm like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with y'all niggas? Oh. What are y'all getting out of this? What are y'all getting out of following them?
I don't know.
That's the thing on OnlyFans too, which I don't understand. But I don't know, man. This era's fucked up. All the shit we talk about on this podcast, bro. This is a fucked up world we live in, bro. This is a fucked up world we live in. Shit is all fucked up. The world ending. Y'all see the shit we talked about. The first thing we started with was the world coming to an end and niggas is fucking warning us. Monkeypox. Fucking a dude fucking had a girl in a fucking hotel. The shit this nigga talking about. The fucking girl killing all the 6 people. The pregnant one. What's the fucked up world we live in, bro?
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers taking psychedelics and nobody gives a fuck. That's all we got, guys. That's all we got, man. I ain't want to end on a sad note. I guess it's not sad because for the people that out there that do glorify marriage, keep doing your thing, man. The people that are telling people like, hey, man, you should marry that girl, man. Don't just step over that girl. Don't break that girl heart. Don't just walk over that girl. But y'all niggas out there that are actually like fucking. I want to ask Cliff. Does he think marriage is a necessity?
Nah, maybe next time.
Don't ask him. I'm asking Matthew. Yeah. All right. I'm asking Matthew. That's all we got, guys. If you made this far into the episode, we appreciate y'all, man. We appreciate y'all as always. I'm gonna move this shit over here so we can play the little tunes. There's nothing in that cup, Brandon. Don't panic. There's nothing in there. Motherfucker, you gonna bring me more ants? We love y'all, man. We appreciate y'all. Everyone is listening worldwide. Thank y'all, man. We really, really appreciate y'all. I don't know what song I'm gonna play.
Shout out to y'all.
Shout out to y'all. Can I play something from this Isaiah shit?
Nah, don't do that.
Don't do that?
Just go flag that shit.
All right, do it. I ain't gonna do it, man. Thank y'all. Episode 146. We'll be back next week. You know what we should do? We just not even gonna play music today. Because I don't know what song I'm gonna play. We just gonna tell y'all this gonna be... No! Should we do that? Just not play music? We ain't never did that. Just leave? You just tell anybody bye and just cut it off?
You mean just fucking cut it in the middle of it?
Just be like, alright, guys. Don't like that.
Should have just did that. You gotta cut it there. That's what you gotta do.
Just cut it in the middle of us talking. Nah.
No, like how I just said, just cut it and then just cut it and then just end it like that. Nigga, that was hard, nigga.
No, that's fucked up. That's fucked up though. That's fucked up. Y'all hear the shit he tried to do to y'all? He tried to just cut it in the. He tried to give you just cut it in the middle of a sentence. You know what? I know what I'll play. Even though I don't really want to play this, it's alright. Again, no, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit because. Is marriage a necessity to you guys? Please answer that question in the comments down below. I'll put it on TikTok as well. We'll see what people think. We'll take that question to the streets. I didn't like what's the word I'm looking for? I didn't like me today. I didn't like me today.
Why?
Because I felt like I was censored and I don't know. I just didn't like me today.
We'll talk about it when we get off here.
Episode 147 be next week, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. Apple Podcast, Spotify, and SoundCloud every week. And YouTube, guys. Appreciate it, man.